Hey guys.
Hello.
It's such a beautiful night. We just wanted to jump on and say a few things, a few
Yeah,
thank yous, lots of thank
lots of
yous.
thank yous.
So I'm just going to give everyone a few moments to hop on. If you're here, let us know that you're here. Hope you guys had a beautiful day. It was definitely a nice day today.
It was.
It's nice and cool now. There's a nice breeze.
No,
It's really
for
just
a
a nice day.
change.
Hi everyone. Thank you.
Hello.
Love you guys too. Thank you. Thank you for joining. I said I wasn't going to do this. So the meaning of this video was just to say thank you to everyone. It's been a really tough week. Hold on one second. Your comments, I haven't read them all, but I'm reading each one and I'm hearting them. I'm responding to them. So many of you guys have shared your experiences and it's been amazing. It's been so helpful during this time. And we really appreciate everything that you guys have said, the emails you have sent. Some people said check your P.O. box. There's a card. I haven't gone there yet, but I most definitely will.
Yeah, we'll go.
We'll go at some point this week. I know I've had a couple people message me. So just the strength you've given us, and it's been the strength this guy has given me. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. He's done so much. He's like, God really gave me a good one. That's for sure. So I'm not going to keep crying. I'm not going to keep crying. Because even though, you know, you feel like I really want my sister here, I know she's in a better place now. And, you know, it's just until I see her again. It's just when, you know, I see her again. So I totally believe that. And thank you so much for the hugs and the prayers, Lynn, everyone. Thank you so much. And really today was so amazing to just like, it took me a while to do that video because I was a little like, it's weird, you know, it's like when you stop couponing and then you come back and everything just seems new, like you've been out of your game for a while. But it felt really good, and it definitely felt right. So I will definitely be back in the game, and you know, I'm doing really good. It's just every day, you know, there's certain times in the day where other times are better than others. So I missed you guys. Thank you, Ruth. So it was just such a nice day, and I was like, I don't know, you know, I said I just felt like I needed to go. You guys are my family too, and even though we may have not like met each other or anything of that sort, I feel so connected to you guys, and I share everything that is, you know, stories or emails or anything to him. And I just felt like, you know, I have to talk with I've talked with my family, we've been with my family, and I know you guys are still praying, and really, if you can pray for my parents.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard for them right now.
Pretty hard for them.
And one thing is so many people who are going through loss at this time, or loved ones in the hospital, it's so hard because you can't be with your loved one. And that was really hard.
That was very hard.
And my parents are really having a really hard time. So if you can pray for them, that would be amazing, because they can really use the prayers. And we're trying to help as much as we can with them. And
yeah, we just came from there.
We just came from there. They ordered a pizza. We all hung out, and it's just really hard for them right now to take everything in, you know. But the best thing that we can do is be there for each other, and that's what we're doing. So thank you, everyone. I mean,
thank you. Yeah, I mean, I even read some of the comments the other day, and I mean, I just couldn't believe all the comments that all of you had sent. my wife, and just very encouraging.
I mean,
and
the
just
so many like I
beautiful.
love you
Right.
and I love you guys. I know it sounds, people will be like, that's crazy. It's
Right. You
not
don't even know
crazy. It's
them, but
okay.
it's like,
It's okay to love
right.
people that you speak to or things that
Absolutely.
we have in common that we enjoy. I mean, that's what makes us
Mhm.
human.
Right.
Um, I wish I could hug you guys too, but again, with this whole situation, it's just when people lose someone during this
Yeah,
time,
it's
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 almost
so
like you want to
hard.
say it's not fair.
It's
It's not
yeah.
fair. You know, um, it's just not fair.
Yeah.
We did have a lovely, very small memorial here yesterday at my home, and we did a balloon send off, and it was very, very fitting. It was very beautiful. And it just felt really good
Yeah, it did. It
to
felt
have
good.
that. And today, like when I was letting my dog outside, usually when I let him out to come outside in the morning because he'll bark, he's got to go potty. There was just this beautiful bird on the fence. And normally when we open our sliding door, it's pretty loud. So when you open the sliding door, like anything that's out, whether it's a rabbit jumping around
Yeah.
or a bird, they
They
take
always
off
take
right
off.
away. So I open the sliding door and this bird's just looking at me and he's still on the fence, and I let my dog out. So normally when I let the dog out,
They'll
that's it.
fly away.
Whatever's
Yeah.
out here is gone because there's a dog. And the bird just stayed there. And I just said, good morning, bird. Hope you have a great day. And I looked up at the sky and said, I love you, Peg. Just to let her know, like, I felt like that was a sign of her
Absolutely.
here with me. And it was very comforting. And I let the dog stay out for a while. And then I opened the door to get Muggs. And that bird was just there looking at me again. He just
Yeah.
stood on the fence for the longest time. And it was just such a comforting thing in the morning. And it just like, made me
It makes you
feel,
feel good because it's like it's a sign that
yeah, it was just like that.
it's
People say that, and I haven't
right.
had to deal with death within my immediate family. So it was, Anthony's father had passed and I was with him along that process, and that was extremely hard. And, I think a sisterly bond is
Yeah.
just a bond that just you never lose,
Right.
I won't lose it. But it's just hard because you just want to call and you feel like you're just waiting for the phone to ring and it doesn't ring.
Right.
So it's hard. But it is getting better. And I know there was a message if we were able to be with her in her final moments, and we were not. The only people that were able to be with her was her daughter and her husband.
And
So
they only got to spend an hour
they
a
got to
day.
spend, no, it wasn't a day. 2 times they were there in the hospital. Everything that we communicated was through email or messaging, text messagings from her to us. And, my parents are technologically impaired. And I don't mean that in a bad way. They're just, technology is not from their generation. So that process was very hard because we would have to relay a lot to them. And, how do you give someone that news, And we couldn't be at the hospital and we couldn't hold each other and we couldn't, pray directly with her. We could, only do that through home and waiting for a message and waiting for what was going on. And I know a lot of people had asked how she had passed. My sister was only 50 years old, and she's been in and out of rehab. She's had some really bad infections, kidney infections, and her infection that she had progressed to septic shock. So basically, she went into septic shock, she had pneumonia, and her organs just started to break down. And she went into renal failure. And She went into cardiac arrest on Saturday, and they were able to pull her through. And I think during that time, like, something that finds me comfort is I think during that time, we had days where we thought maybe things were going to get better, and we had that, you know, you always have hope. You, no matter what you do in life, have hope. Because when you have no hope, it just sends you to a bad place,
Right.
really. And I told myself, you know, I have hope for anything to happen.
Sure.
Miracles do happen,
They do.
and they happen, and maybe not for everyone, but they happen, you know. And I think during that process, you know, I keep telling myself that she was going through, you know, a time where she was, you know, maybe glimpsing back at her life and reflecting on the beautiful time she had here. And maybe she was also getting a glimpse of her new life. And maybe her body was telling her it was time for that new life to start. And, you know, I can accept that. As bad as I don't want it to happen, I can accept it. And I can, you know, tell her to go to that new place, and tell her to tell me about it when I get there, and to show me the way. So, her daughter and my brother-in-law had to pull, well, didn't have to pull the plug, but pull the plug on her on Wednesday, and she passed at 11:06 on Wednesday. So it was really hard that day because we couldn't be with her. But we know she's at a better place, and I know I have an angel because I feel her already. And when people say that, like, I never believed it. I mean, you can hear the birds now in the backyard just chirping, and I can see them more. I mean, I'm just seeing more things, and just noticing more things happening. And I mean, to me, those are all senses of, you know, her presence.
Right.
And it really brings me comfort.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm so blessed for you. I really am.
Well,
Everything
try
that
to
he's
do to
done,
make
and
it
everything
easy.
that he's helped. We had my niece, my daughter's, my sister Peggy's daughter. She has my sister. I don't even know how to say was a grandma, because she'll always be a grandma.
Yeah.
So she is a grandma, and she has my niece has a 1-year-old girl and a 3-year-old boy. So they were here for 2 days, and then we had the memorial here yesterday. And he was so much help with the kids and just helping them, and just a blessing. I mean, you really find, you know, so much comfort in the people who really reach out to you and let you know that they don't have to say anything, but just that they're here for you, just like all of you did. And I felt all of your prayers. I felt all of your wishes. When I needed comfort, I felt it. So I love you all, and I thank you. It's not just about, you know, we love our couponing. There's no denying. We love it. But we are more than that, and you guys really shine so amazingly for me. And I can't thank you guys enough. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say, guys. I mean, I can just go on forever with this, but I really needed to speak to you guys, and I didn't want to post a video.
Right.
And I wanted to be one-on-one with you guys, because that's how I feel. It's been a rough year, losing my son-in-law. It's just been, I'm so sorry. It's such a rough year. I don't know, 2020 has been just a tough. I don't like to be negative, but I mean, there's just so much hurt with what's going on nowadays. You know, all of this, you know, the virus, everything. It's just the rioting.
It's crazy.
You know, the hurt with everyone who's
Everyone's
not working, or, you know, there's just so much going on. So we just have to really look out for each other.
Absolutely.
You know, it has to go. Fresh start and blessings. You know what? I knew I would get emotional on here. And
Yeah.
I've been staying positive every day because,
She really has been really good. She'll have her moments, but she has been really good. Um, just with everything, it's she's doing really good. I mean, I know I was a mess, you know, and she helped me through it too. I mean, that's what we do. We try to help each other.
it's
You
just
know,
such a hard thing to go through. And the kids are doing, they're doing good. They're
they're doing good. They're
kids,
kids.
they do get sad too, but
I think they more or less really get sad because you're sad.
they get sad because mom's sad. Yeah,
Right.
I think
Right.
that's exactly it.
Yeah.
And
Because they understand, but they really just don't understand. You know,
right, right.
because they're still young.
They're
They're
still
still
young.
young. So
But we've looked through so many great pictures and shared
yeah,
so many great memories. And you know what? That's the thing. Those memories last forever. I
they
mean,
do.
they're always going to, there's always going to be a great memory to go ahead and share. And, you know, one thing with my sister is what I'm going to do to honor her in our home is when she passed, I didn't go right to like my voice messages because I'm horrible with deleting messages. So this was probably a good time that I was
Right.
horrible, because there was one, just a regular message that just said, "Hey Lou, it's Peg. Call me when you can. Ciao for now." She used to always say ciao for now. And I'm going to I'm going to look on Etsy, I told him, and get some kind of a beautiful thing made by our plaque or something by
Yeah.
our front door, so when people are leaving, they'll see above it, it's gonna say ciao for now. And
Yeah, and she told me that today, and I thought that was just an awesome idea.
I mean, because I listened to that message like
Yeah.
so
She listened
much.
to too much.
I listened to it too
Too
much
much.
because I could still feel her,
Right.
but I thought, that's gonna be my thing, ciao for now, and it's fitting and it's comforting because it's so true. I will see you
See you
again.
again.
So I'm gonna be looking for something to honor her with that in
Yeah.
her home, so I can see that every day, every time I walk out the door, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It really I looked, and I didn't have many voicemails because I'm usually pretty good with answering my phone, and I've been really good with deleting them. And I think it was from like April
April.
8th.
Yeah.
April 8th, I believe, was the date. So that's just gonna be just something that I'll see every day and think of her every day.
Yep.
So I won't keep you guys on too long because I, you know,
Yeah. If she keeps on any longer, I'm gonna start crying.
I just wanted to really let you guys know that I am doing good. I do have a good husband. I have the best support system. I could not get through anything without him.
Stop. Stop.
I mean, really, when you have when you have good support system. And we've been around my parents so close these last couple of days,
Yeah.
and it's so hard for them. This is their daughter.
Right.
And my parents keep saying, you never want to see your child pass away before you, and they're like, we're 80.
Yeah.
I mean, she was 50 and she was just really doing really fantastic. I mean, she lost like 50 pounds. She was getting healthy. um you know she just had a lot of things ahead of her that I think was in a super chat.
Huh?
Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Um, so yeah, she she had a lot of good things, but she had a lot of great memories too. So I hope that she knows that we love her, and she'll be in our heart always. Yeah.
I mean, I can't even talk now.
Yeah. And couponing, yep. I think I told him, I said, I think I might. I was going to go to CVS today, but we ended up staying by my parents all afternoon. And we
Yeah.
actually just got home. So, that's definitely something to piece back in, because it's like a therapy, you know.
Right.
It's like a time,
It
you know,
keeps
where
your
I
mind
can just get
busy.
away. And we're actually, you know, we already had everything set up. We're actually remodeling our kitchen, so that's going to keep me, you
Yeah.
know. And I know my sister would have loved to have seen, you know, and she always noticed anything new, you know, that I got. So I know she would have loved to seen that. So that will, you know, keep me busy. But definitely, and then my family here, they're a great comfort. So they keep me positive. They keep me happy and all that good stuff. Thank you, everyone. I'm just trying to read the comments. I'm not going
Yeah.
off
No,
in
no,
a stage
I know.
or a daze, a stage.
Right. No, I
Crazy.
understand.
But I think we'll probably end it here, because I think I cried a lot.
Yes.
And I won't rewatch this
And
because
I need tissue.
yeah, and I don't think my tissue's gonna
No,
be
she's
good
got
for
makeup
you.
on it.
I don't think. Yeah, I got some makeup. I folded it. I ripped it. Hi, Amy. So how have you guys been doing? I lost a brother, so I know that feeling.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Somebody asked. We've been married, what, 17 years?
17 years
17
we've been
years.
married. 17
But we've
years.
been together for 26 years.
26 years. Can you believe it?
I was
And
18 and you were 17.
I think I was 16 but turning 17. Yeah. And it's, you know what, everything goes by so fast, right? I mean, everything.
Sure does.
You know, when you're a kid, you can't wait to grow up, and when you're adult, you just wish you could
wish
be
you
a
were
kid.
back to a kid.
Every experience teaches you to just like soak in everything more, like take it in as much as you can, and remember it. My parents lost 3 daughters. I'm sorry.
It's terrible.
You know, we all know there's life and there's death, but it's just sometimes, I mean, and I think because it's so new that part of it hasn't really sunk in, you know. And I'm just glad to have a good support system and love. You know, I feel for those who have lost and don't have that, because that's really what happens. I lost my father 4 weeks ago. I'm sorry.
To hear that.
For the first time in forever, because
She called her brother.
I saw that, but I didn't read the
She
rest
called her
of it.
brother when she knew about your sister, and it
And
kind of.
that, like, if
I
anything,
take it as kind of like it helped her to call her
and
brother.
that helps me to know
Yeah.
that. I mean, thank you, Amy, for
Absolutely.
sharing that. I know sometimes it's hard, like family quarrels, or we don't talk to some families, because let's face it, we're all not perfect. We all have our
No.
flaws. Sometimes we're stubborn. Sometimes we want people to do this, but we can't
Right.
make people do what they don't
No.
want to do. So we have to accept them
Just
and, you know,
roll with it.
but that really makes me happy to know that you were able to connect.
Yeah. Because when stuff like this happens, I mean, you really do get a hard reality check.
There's
just
things
like-
that I kept hitting myself in the head, like, not hitting myself physically, but just telling myself, I wish I did this, and I wish I did this, and I wish, you know, we get so busy, and we're only human,
Right.
you know. But then I kept saying,
You know
stop
what?
thinking about the things
You're
that I
always
wish and
right.
think about the things that
Right.
happen, you know, the good
Yeah.
times. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
there's, you know,
I
I,
mean, with like me and like my dad, I mean, I talk to my dad every single day. I got along great with my dad. And even after he passed, I felt the same way. I felt
right,
like I
like,
could
I
have done
wish I could
more.
do
I wish I
this.
would have done more. But it's like you're always going to think that.
Yeah.
And, you know, and you can't. You can't beat yourself over it. You know,
No.
you can't do it. Because it's going to make you miserable forever.
Right.
You know.
And, you know, I did that for a while and I'll probably still do it again, but it's
Yeah.
just these little things that bring me peace each day that I find. Like, I'm so excited about the sign. I'm so
Absolutely.
excited.
And it is a sign.
You know, spending time with my sister's grandchildren, it's like
It was.
they're from North Carolina, so, you know, we don't see them very often. So that is just, that's been a blessing because they're, they were a joy. They were a handful.
They were a handful.
But that's what I needed was a handful. You know, definitely needed a handful. But it was just so much fun.
I like that saying that this place that we're on is a temporary home. Our actual home is with the Lord.
And it's true.
It's true. So true.
It's just hard to accept it now, but it is so true. And
Absolutely.
I feel even more like spiritual at this point and more
Yeah.
connected with God than I ever have because I feel like He's taking care of my sister now. So it is definitely, and yes, I am sad. And
She is sad. Of
I
course.
didn't, you know, I try not to cry too much. The crying is maybe more at nighttime because I really, you know, with the kids and stuff.
Everything starts settling down.
Just certain things,
and
you
then
hear a
start.
song on the radio or you see, you know, pictures are really hard. Pictures are hard, but then they're, you know, a joy
They're
as
great
well.
to have, right?
So it's just hard. Have to be thankful. Yes, we do have to be thankful.
Sam, where are you going? You can
Sam
go
was
through
jumping
here.
on the
You can go
trampoline.
through here.
She wasn't. You can say hi.
Hi.
Here's Sam. She was getting in her late night jump.
Yeah.
I gotta go find my iPad because my phone's about to die.
Oh, okay. Charge that phone.
Yeah. Kids.
They are doing okay. The
Yeah,
kids
they are doing-
they are
they
doing
are.
good. And like my husband said, it's kind of when they see me sad, then they'll
Then
get,
they get a little
really sad.
sad.
And they were sad yesterday because everybody was sharing great memories and it was just a beautiful. I mean, the weather was
The weather was
beautiful.
beautiful.
Everything was amazing. But I know I said we would go 10 minutes ago. I could stay on here forever, but I want to let
Right.
you guys know I am doing well. And a lot of it is thanks to you guys. Because again, you are my family.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've got my family here. I got my Joe over there. He just, is my Joe here? Say hi, Joe.
Hi.
Oh, am I covering you? I don't want to cover you. So we are all together and
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
okay. And that is just really the strength that gets us through.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we never had to charge anything. We were talking about that. What was my dad saying when he was, you know, growing up, like how TVs and how he
Yeah.
listened to the radio
Instead
and
of watching
we
TV.
had that conversation today.
Yeah.
So,
And he showed us a lot of old pictures.
yeah, and we went through old pictures with him and his family, and
Yeah, his mom and dad had a candy
they
store.
had a candy store.
and they
We're
had
like, that was so
pictures.
cool.
That was cool.
I had, oh no, Heidi. Everybody, please pray for Heidi. Her mom tested positive for the virus.
Oh my goodness.
Please
Yeah.
send prayers to Heidi. Heidi is always commenting on videos and she's always giving others strength. I cannot, is that Jamie? Or I couldn't see the name. Jerry?
Jeannie.
I couldn't see the name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's always
sorry.
horrible. That's horrible.
Yes, prayers to everyone who has lost someone. Prayers to Heidi is always sending good vibes,
Yeah.
and I can't thank her enough. Oh, everything's going so fast.
Yep, hold each other more every day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It's like I said, a lot of times, like, people always nitpick at the silly things,
And
or
I'm guilty
people
of it
respect.
too.
We're all guilty
He's
of it.
guilty.
I'm guilty of it. But then when something like this happens, it's such a reality check, you know?
I mean, I've learned a lot through this already, and I know I have a lot more healing and learning, and it's going to be forever in my life. But just staying positive and sharing love to other people. You know what I mean?
Right.
And giving her the love up in heaven.
Yep.
And thank you, Heidi, and we will be praying. And if anybody needs prayers, please let us know, because
And all your comments that you guys shared with us about a family member you lost as well.
I mean,
we will definitely be
I've
praying
gone
for you
through.
guys.
If you've noticed, like, I've got the community tab. I've been going through just a few each day because I don't want to overwhelm. I'm not saying overwhelm myself, because everything you guys have to say is amazing, but just taking a few because I want to make sure that I read each and every one, and that I heart it or I comment to it, because
And she does. I mean, she
I
goes
read
through
them. It's sometimes I think there's like 1,500 comments on there,
Yeah.
so it's not something, if I did it in a day, it would be a little overwhelming. But to know that 1,500 comments are there, that's like huge. And the emails, it's unreal.
It's unbelievable that people take time out of their busy life
Yeah.
to, comment like that. Especially, it's like people you don't even, you really don't need. You've like
I
never
haven't met you, but I know you. Like,
Exactly.
I do. So much.
Yep.
But I think I did it again. It's like another 7 minutes.
She does this all
I
the
do
time.
this on every live, and people,
Yeah.
I drive people crazy sometimes. Not my family, but just know that I am doing so good, and I know you guys continue to pray, and I'm okay. I'm gonna be okay.
She
But
will.
like I said, my parents, they need all the prayer right now, and so if you can send them prayers,
Yeah.
if you and just pray for everyone that's here today in this chat. We've seen so many things going on. We just need love for everyone, because that's really what we need right now. So thank you so much. I know it's gonna start getting dark now, and the bugs will start coming out, and we've got people out here, and
Yeah.
but I will definitely, I'm excited, not to change the subject, but definitely couponing will bring me joy. You guys bring me joy, so it'll be good.
Yep.
My parents' names are Edward and Eleanor. Thank you. Thank you so much. We love you too. We do.
Yeah.
I know so many people missed my videos, and like, you don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Like, I feel so much love, even always before all of this, and when times happen like this, you really feel the love, because it's such a pouring. So thank you so much. I so missed your videos. Thank you. Well, they'll be back, because one thing my sister loved was her coupon goodie bags. So her favorite item that I would give her was Tide Pods. She loved Tide Pods, because her and her husband lived in an apartment, and they would have to go to the laundromat. So she would be like, whenever I'd give her Tide Pod, she'd be like, oh, me and Tim love them because we don't have to lug like the
The
detergents,
detergent, yeah.
you know, to the laundromat. And she, when I would give her bags of goodies, I'd go there
She's like a kid in a candy store.
and I would always give her like Marshall's bags. So they were like filled to the brim. And it wasn't like one bag. There'd always be 3, 4, 5 bags of stuff. Oh,
Oop,
we're getting low.
battery's getting low.
We're getting low there. So I guess that's a sign to wrap it up. But I would always give her like 3 to 5 Marshall's bags to the top, like packed like crazy. And I know I posted a couple like runs when I would say, oh, family donations. Some of those were for her. But she would go through everything because my sister, she wouldn't spend money on like facial care items or makeup was a treat for her. So
Yeah.
whenever I'd put makeup in, she had, okay, so these are different glasses that I have on. These are like blue, but she had the same
Yeah.
style glasses that I had, and she'd sit on her couch and she'd go through each of the bags and she would just like lift it up and she'd look at it under her glasses and she'd say, you know, like Garnier, like the moisture bomb, you know, I would give her those, or face mask. She'd be like, this is fantastic, Lou. I'm going to try this tonight. And she'd put it down and she'd go in her bag and she'd spend like 2 hours going through her stuff.
Yeah.
And she just wanted to keep looking at it. So that meant a lot. That really meant a lot. And one of the last packages I gave her, you know, everything was crazy here with the virus. And I said, I didn't want to go into her apartment building. She lives with a lot of people. And I was just scared. And I just wish I had one more of those moments
Yeah.
where she went through the bags and looked through the stuff. But I just left the stuff outside and my husband came and got it. And
But
she
she
loved-
called you.
she
She
loved-
called you to thank you.
she did call me. We
Yeah.
had like over an hour conversation. So, and it was just a great conversation. So I will always remember that. But she loved a good garage sale. So we had that in common. Just so many things that we had in common. We loved to play Yahtzee. We would play Yahtzee together. Remember? Sometimes we would play hours of Yahtzee. So very good memories. But yes, I did get a warning that my phone's going to die, guys, unfortunately. But I hope you all have an amazing night and a beautiful morning.
Yeah.
And thank you so much. I feel the hugs, guys. I can feel them. So thank you so much. You don't know, there's nothing that I could say right now to like show you exactly how much I'm thankful. I will stay strong and love those yard sales. Oh, thank you, Joe. Thank
You're
you.
welcome, Mommy.
I would take her. My sister didn't drive. She never drove her whole life. So she just never drove. So I would drive to the garage sales, and you know, we liked the same things, so we were looking for the same things. And as soon as we would pull up to the garage sale, you know, my sister would try and get the upper hand, so she'd try and open the door before me so she could get out
There's always
before me.
competition.
Yeah, and I just remember that, like trying to beat her into, you know, you do the scan of the sale to see like where stuff was, so you could like, you know, because sometimes you'd go and you'd see like a Coach purse, and we were both like, oh, we wanted the Coach purse, you know. But it was just funny because sometimes we'd be like racing to see who could get in there first to get the goodies, you know. Just fun competition, but
Yeah,
that's just
it's
a
fun
fun,
stuff.
that is just a totally fun memory that I will always remember, because that was the truth. We did that for sure. Okay, guys. Well, I will be back tomorrow. I'm already looking at the CVS ad for comfort. CVS does bring some comfort too. And I'm telling you, I will tell you, every time I see a Tide deal, I will forever think
Yeah.
of her. Forever think of her. And I was never that excited about Tide because I like Gain. So that's kind of, you know, she got Tide because I like Gain. But I will always think of her, and when everything gets back to normal and doing in-store videos, every time I share a Tide deal, it's going to be a connection to my sister. So Yeah, so I'm gonna end this with a fitting ciao for now, like
Ciao
my
for
sister
now.
said on the phone. So until I see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for joining in before it turns to dark here. You
dark.
can't see us, but you can hear us. We're gonna go ahead and say goodnight. Did you see I'm still jumping in the trampoline?
Trampoline.
You wanna say
Yeah.
ciao for now?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna send you guys off with a 1, 2,
Two,
3.
Ciao for now.
Good night, guys. We love you.